Hi, I am doing my presentation for Module 2, a science demo to address a common misconception. I teach fourth grade, and for many, many years I have taught an electricity and magnetism unit. And I know that many students come to fourth grade thinking that all metals are attracted to magnets. And after thinking this through, I think that they think that because many students think that all metals have the same properties. And in addition, we teach electricity and magnetism together, and we actually teach electricity first. And students learn that all metals are conductors. So then when we start magnetism, they extend that thought that all metals are kind of the same to magnetism. And so they assume that metals are all magnetic, just like they are all conductors. The scientific explanation for why not all metals are magnetic is because not all metals are attracted to magnets because the arrangement of electrons within their atoms varies across different metals. So only certain metals like iron, nickel, and cobalt have electrons that align with an external magnetic field, causing them to be attracted to magnets. Copper and aluminum do not have this property, so there's minimal magnetic attraction. So an activity that I like to do with the kids is to gather a variety of different objects. And for the activity that I typically do with my fourth graders, I actually have some objects in here that are also not metal. I left them in, certainly if we're really just trying to prove our misconception with metals, we could keep out the non-metallic objects here. However, I usually use a ping pong ball, a steel nail, a chalk, a piece of chalk, a paper clip, a rubber band, a wooden pencil, a twist tie, an aluminum soda can, a key, a brass screw, a dime, a battery, a soup can, a magnet, a penny, and a nickel. And then on the next screen, I'll share with you the worksheet that the students get, where they will predict which objects they think will be attracted to the magnet and which will not. And then at that point, they'll each get a magnet. They'll hold the magnet near each metal object one at a time and observe it if it's attracted to the magnet. And then circle yes or no to show if it was magnetic or not. At that point, then we will have a class discussion on why certain metals like iron and steel were magnetic, while the things made of copper, aluminum, and brass were not. So here is the worksheet that I use. So you can see the objects listed there, place for them to predict whether they think it'll be magnetic or not. They would just write an M if they think it's going to be magnetic, and M if it's not going to be magnetic. And then once they test if it is magnetic, circle either yes or no. I have students in my science classroom at very, very different ability levels. My learning support students who are very, very, have very severe reading difficulties and some fine motor skill things are included in my science. So I do try to provide them with things that the kids that everybody can use. So that's why this is a simple but effective tool here to use. So after this, we would have a class discussion again on, which ones we saw were magnetic and which ones were not. And hopefully this would help prove that their misconception isn't correct, and they will be able to see that there are metals that are not magnetic. Thank you very much.